Hi, so I am just feeling the need to do a video today. There's so many things on my mind. I first just want to say that my prayers are with all of the family, faculty, staff at the Convent School in Tennessee after the horrific tragedy that happened yesterday in this school shooting. And I find it very frustrating that our current administration wants to blame gun control and Republicans, and they're not really seeing the real issue here. But it's the constant rhetoric that it's Republicans' fault and it's gun control, and that's not the real issue. There's a lot of underlying issues. It's not simple. It's not a black and white thing. There's a lot of issues involved, and some of them are very gray and murky. But I think most importantly is to address the fact that this shooter was a woman who identifies as a man, and I think that needs to be looked at. The shooter also had gone to school there, and this is a Christian school, and that's a hate crime, and I hope that that is brought to light, because it's very important to address that. And this person who obviously has mental issues or had mental issues, that's not being addressed. They're also a person who is transgender, and that issue needs to be addressed, because the transgender movement right now is, whether they want to admit it or not, are causing a lot of problems and distress in society. I believe in two genders, a male and a female. And if you are having problems with that in your life, you need to take a serious look at yourself. You need to take a serious look at yourself. You need to not blame others for your problems of body dysphoria, of not understanding who you are, not respecting the fact that if you're a female, you're a female. If you're a male, you're a male. And you need to look at that. And I think part of this person's problem has to do with their issues with themselves that then they blamed society for, and now ultimately have murdered people in society because of their mental disorders. And this is only going to get worse if we don't address this problem. And the current Biden administration is doing nothing that addresses that. They're pushing transgenderism and drag queen story hour and all of these other ludicrous things in our society that is doing nothing but ripping it apart. Men are feeling disempowered to be men, and women are feeling disempowered to be women. And the gay community is also feeling disempowered and erased, because a gay man who prefers another gay biological man is now being called out because they're trying to say, oh, you're biased towards a a female who identifies as a male, and you should date transgender people too. Well, no. If a lesbian is a lesbian and they want a biological woman, that's their choice. Just like a gay man who wants to date a biological gay man, that's their choice, okay? The transgender community needs to get under control because they are out of control. And you can't just push your selfish ideals and identities on other people, okay? It's getting crazy. And I don't know where the limit is going here, how this is going to resolve itself, because the structures of society are being torn down with this type of identity, emotional victimhood mentality. It's only going to lead to destruction and a destroying of the way society functions. And I believe that's their goal. And I also believe that our current administration is pushing for that type of behavior. And I think that they want to destroy the nuclear family. They want to destroy genders, male and female, and truth. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. And I think the real issue here is there's mental disorders around people who have body dysphoria, and you need to look at those issues. Stop blaming guns and stop blaming Republicans, conservatives, and Christians, and start to look at the real issues here. I don't have all the answers. I am just stating my feelings around this and how the not LGB part of the community, but the TQ plus part of the community is destroying things and disempowering people and trying to erase people. And I'm not okay with that. And if you don't think that we won't fight back, you've got another thing coming, because we will. And we will. And we'll continue to speak out against it. There's a lot of people in the gay and lesbian community that don't agree with this. They don't agree with you sexualizing our children, bringing drag queens into school, having very sexual written books and putting them into school libraries. These things are not okay. Not okay. They're children. They're children. Remember that. They're young children. And parents are the only ones who should talk to their kids about sexuality. The Parental Bill of Rights. You need to read it if you don't understand it. The Parental Bill of Rights. Parents have the sole right to their children. Not teachers, not staff at a school, not a guidance counselor, not a psychotherapist, not a psychiatrist. Parents. Parents have a say in the child's education, in their children's education. And if you don't understand that, well, then there's something wrong up here, okay? I'm sorry, but I can't condone allowing my teachers to tell me what to do with my child. No, okay? Not my child. It makes me very sad where we are in our society right now. Very sad. And I just hope that people will see the light and speak out and fight for their rights if you're a parent, and call these things out. This was a woman who identified as a man. You know, there hasn't been a lone female shooter that went into a school since the 1960s. This rarely ever happens. So what's going on here, huh? It should be prosecuted as a hate crime, even though this person is deceased now, but it better be. That's all I have to say right now. Thanks for listening.